Answer number one, it could be witchcraft. And the reason I say that is from personal experience. During the last couple of years, me and my husband doing ministry, there is a young man that works with him that came to him and said, that his wife kept miscarrying and she's pregnant again. And the last time that she was pregnant and she gave birth, the baby died in his arms. And so there was some fear there. And the Lord opened my husband's eyes in the spirit to see where the spirit of death was released each time and was taking the babies. The Lord also put on my husband's spirit to go check this awesome man of God that we follow that was praying. He does nightly prayers, and he asked him around the time when, the baby died, and it was in October. And so my husband went back in the year that it happened in October and saw where the man of God that we follow, he released a prayer video about praying against the spirit of death. And so my husband showed that to him, and he was, flabbergasted. And so from that point on, we were responsible for praying for them and teaching him that you have to be prayerful because these attacks are coming from the kingdom of darkness. And if you're not prayerful, you'll become a victim. We began teaching him about different devices the enemy uses to steal your blessing. So one thing in particular I said to him was that, the enemy will send someone from your past, some woman that you used to know that's beautiful. And it's a device of the enemy, because if you lust after her, like Jesus said, even if you don't sleep with her, you've already sinned in your heart. So that's a legal stance that the enemy takes to devour, because he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And so because I warned him of that ahead of time, a woman from his past came and was trying to talk to him, and he didn't, submit to her advances. And this is why believers have to be in tune with the Holy Spirit. So even me sharing that warning with him built his faith even more. So long story short, the time came for his wife to deliver. They let us know they were in the hospital, and we were out of town. I don't remember where we were, but on the way back that night, we were praying in tongues on the way back home, and I had an impression in my spirit that the enemy was closing up her womb so that the baby would go into distress. And, there was this wall that wouldn't allow the baby to come out. And so I declared that the enemy had to release her womb and that the baby would come out and there would be no issues. And I canceled every issue, every attack of the enemy against her womb so that she can give birth safely. I also asked the Lord that he would give us a sign by them texting us, telling us that she was having trouble during labor and that the baby wouldn't come. But then the baby just came, and God came through and answered. Shortly after I made that declaration, he texted my husband and said she was having trouble, with labor, and the baby couldn't come, but now the baby's here. And so it's just this beautiful testimony. You have to be in tune with the Holy Spirit. This is what the world is looking for. Non-believers are looking for the solutions. The church is the solution.